In a previous video, I discussed industry analysis and also Michael Porter's five forces model that looks at industry profitability. And in that model, there are these five factors that determine whether an industry is going to be profitable or not. Threat of new entrants, bargaining power of buyers, threat of substitutes, bargaining power of suppliers, and also rivalry among existing competitors. And what I want to do in this video is expand upon the rivalry analysis. In other tutorials, I'll look at in greater detail the threat of new entrants, threat of substitutes, etc. Well, when we think of rivalry, we think of firms competing against one another. And usually the way they compete against one another is by lowering price. And this isn't a good thing. If firm A cuts price, and then firm B matches the price cut, and then firm A cuts price again, and firm B matches, you're going to find that there's no profits for anybody. So the industry is not going to be very profitable. Other things can also happen. For example, you may be familiar in the United States, TD Bank opens 7 days a week. It opens on Sundays, it opens every evening, it opens all day on Saturday. It opens a lot of hours. Now, some bank, as I once read, in England tried to do this. They tried to open on Sundays or some expanded hours. And in the beginning, they gathered extra market share. Well, their competitors didn't sit by. Their competitors actually started opening those extra hours too. So what happened? What happened is that now everybody was opening extra hours, which was obviously more expensive because they had to pay the employees to work these extra hours, yet nobody gained any market share because everyone was doing it. And the same thing happens when, each firm keeps cutting price. So ideally, you don't want to see a lot of rivalry in an industry. Well, what factors lead to rivalry? Well, the more firms there are in an industry, the greater the intensity of the rivalry. When you have less firms, it's easier to coordinate your pricing. Now that's illegal in the United States under antitrust laws, but there are only two of you. You may be able to sort of imply the pricing, or you may simply not want to compete against one another. I mean, think about a small town where there are two pizza parlors. Okay, each owner would obviously like to have a greater market share, but if there are only two of you, you may sort of have an agreement, even though you've never spoken to one another about it, about not lowering the price of a pizza, not lowering it below $12 for a pie or whatever. But if you had a lot of pizza places in the area, someone might break from that. But if there are just two of you, it may be easier to sort of keep the prices higher. You'll also find that rivalry will be less intense if existing players have few incentives to engage in aggressive pricing behavior. For example, if the market is growing substantially in the industry and both, not just both, but all of the firms in the industry are having trouble ramping up production, increasing capacity, there may be no reason to be rivals. Okay, we have plenty of business. We can all sell as much as we want at this price. There's no reason to undercut the price. Okay, if firms are able to differentiate their products, rivalry is less likely to be less intense. Okay, let's go back to the pizza example. Suppose you have two pizza parlors. One serves basic pies, nice pizzas, people like them. Okay, people just want to get your regular pizza, with mushrooms or pepperoni, etc. The other firm, or the other pizza place, serves gourmet pizza, specialty pizzas. Well, specialty pizzas aren't for everyone, so they may be able to differentiate the product offerings. Okay, you see this a lot in the pharmaceutical industry, where they don't compete on price. They try and differentiate their product. Our product is safer. It has less side effects. It's more effective. It works faster. Okay? They differentiate themselves, and therefore they don't have to compete on price. You rarely ever see a pharmaceutical company advertising that our pain reliever or our cholesterol medicine cost less. They tell you it's more effective and or that it's safer, but they never tell you that it's cheaper. So they're not competing on a price basis, they're differentiating their products. Industries where their demand ebbs and flows, where demand changes a lot, either due to the business cycle or due to seasonality, and when the firms tend to suffer from overcapacity, there's going to be greater rivalry. Because if demand goes up and down, and there are a lot of times when your plant is not being used to full capacity, then you have an incentive to cut price to try and sell more of the product, and that can be a real problem. Anytime firms can coordinate with one another, okay, that goes back sort of to the first issue I discussed, talking about the idea of having less firms. If they can coordinate, then they may be able to reduce the pressure to aggressively cut prices. Now, in the United States, that's not legal. But, for example, the OPEC oil cartel is able to do that. They get together and they decide what their output is going to be and what price they're going to try and sell the oil for. And they're able to do that because all of these countries are, there's no international body that regulates them. It's not like being in the United States where you're subject to United States antitrust laws. And there may also be tacit agreements. As I said before, there may be an agreement between two pizza parlors in the same city where they kind of agree, look, we're not going to cut price below $12 a pie. I mean, they both know how much it costs to make a pie. They both have an idea of what a reasonable profit margin is, and they're not going to keep undercutting price. So, again, the greater the rivalry in an industry, the less profitable it's going to be. And here are some specific ways to determine whether there's going to be a lot of rivalry in an industry or not.